guys, it is just your regular Monday morning, and I thought it would be fun to show you guys kind of what my life has looked like for the past 4 months of being pregnant, and also an update because I asked a lot of you on Instagram if you had any questions for me, so I'm going to answer those, and just some things that have helped me out along the way, maybe some tips to help you guys that are pregnant as well, because I know a lot of my followers are actually pregnant right now, which I think is super fun that we're kind of in this together. I actually filmed a video where I was dressed cute, my hair was done, and I like sat down and filmed this video and it looked good and stuff, but I was watching it and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is boring. So I thought I would show you guys the real deal. This is the real deal. I have acne on my face. This is a really bad one. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna turn my face this way. Got some laundry going on. I thought I would catch you guys up by showing you our second ultrasound. We had footage of our first one, but then it actually got lost in a corrupted memory card. So here is the footage of our second ultrasound at my first OB visit. Alright you guys, today is a very exciting day because we get to take another peek at little baby, and I swear my bump is so huge. Like, I've had to pull my leggings all the way down because they're like squeezing my stomach. But today we get to see our ultrasound for the second time.
Well, the first time was so small, like you saw with my family. So this time it'll be fun to figure out what our due date is, how far along we are, like, because it'll be bigger so we can actually tell all that stuff.
And I'm pretty sure that's like the last thing you guys saw. So kind of fun that we're jumping forward so fast. And we get to see the baby bigger.
Just one.
Good.
You got it going?
Yeah.
Here's the heartbeat.
That's its little heart inside.
Did you hear that? Did you guys see the baby?
Yep. Yep.
Did you hear that sound? What was that sound? What is it? No.
It's not moving very much.
Little leg.
Yeah. How much? Do you see its little leg?
How do you zoom in? Oh.
Okay, 12 weeks, 2 days.
Okay.
Perfect.
12 weeks, 2 days. That's farther along than we thought, no?
No. It's not.
Yeah, we thought we were at like 10 weeks.
No.
No, 12 weeks, 2 days.
I guess it's been a while since we heard last time. Okay, nice.
I like jelly on it.
Oh. Did you get some of that jelly on your arm? Yum.
The other leg.
Cute. Oh yeah.
I like jelly on you.
It's not moving at all. Is that normal?
It is this big.
Just seems like it should be moving more.
Thomas, sit down.
Cute.
Oh, I thought you weren't coming up here anymore. You have gel in your hair. I can tell.
You better watch out if you sit up there.
There's the elbow.
Oh, cute.
And
Aww.
do you do your own hair in the morning?
Look at that little baby there.
There it's moving.
There's a little baby. Do you see it, Maya?
Look at the baby moving around.
You see the head and the arms and the
Look,
legs?
that's the head, and the little legs, and the little nose.
Little tummy.
And see this right here?
Oh,
Do you like your
I
baby?
do not remember that.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you watching it? It's in there somewhere. We can't see it right now. No, those are legs. The baby was an angel, yeah. But it's a baby now. Really? That makes that noise?
Dad, why are you so quiet and shy? Why are you so shy?
I know.
Why?
Don't fall. Hold on to mom's leg.
Hard time.
That's
getting him
his
to break up.
stomach. cute. Look at the little
I got the
heartbeat.
light here, so good.
That's the heartbeat.
Okay, everybody make your guesses, boy or girl. Janna, what's your guess?
Hey, what?
Boy.
How much do you think it's gonna be, a boy or a girl?
A baby.
A baby.
Good answer.
You're 100% right.
It was seriously such a fun day. It's always so fun to hear the heartbeat. And I was so excited to see it moving. That's like the best. But also, I wanted to let you guys know here on YouTube that I'm going to be announcing my gender reveal this weekend over on my Instagram first, and then I'm going to be uploading it to YouTube. But people on Instagram are going to get to see it first, so be sure to go follow me on Instagram. And I'm so excited. I kind of think it's a boy, but we'll see. The kids have been playing with Play-Doh, so there's this situation. My kitchen's a mess, my living room's a mess. I was gonna say I don't care when I'm pregnant, but I actually don't care when I'm not pregnant either, because I'd rather my kids play than watch TV all day. But let's be honest, my kids have watched their fair share of TV while I have been pregnant, especially. But I don't feel bad because I'm growing a baby. It's a serious business and it's really busy. But I show you guys my baby bump. This shirt is making me look giant, but I actually am kind of giant. But yeah, this is me at 19 weeks. One of my most asked questions on my Instagram was how I have been dealing with morning sickness. At the beginning of my pregnancy, I was throwing up about 10 times a day, and that only lasted for a couple of weeks because luckily my father-in-law is an OB and I was at his house and he prescribed me some medicine, so I was able to get that under control pretty quick, and then I was throwing up about 45 times a day. So still not very fun, but better than 10 times a day. I think the biggest favor you can do yourself is take out the mom guilt of everything. And if your kids watch 3 shows, 4 shows, 10 shows, I don't even care. It's okay, because I was so sick that I could barely get out of my bed. To make my kids toast was like a huge ordeal because the smell of the toast grossed me out. Being in the kitchen was awful and would trigger my gag reflex. So I love your hair. So in our house, a lot of times for snacks, we don't have a lot of processed food just because it's expensive and I don't love feeding it to my kids. So we eat a lot of fruit and cheese sticks and stuff like that for snacks. But while I was really sick pregnant, I made sure that we had a lot of snacks that were super easy to just pull out, like raisins or nuts or goldfish or fruit snacks. I don't know, because a lot of snacks grossed me out too. But make sure you have something easy, cereal, something like that to feed your kids. Also bagels were really good because they were something that I was craving at the time and my kids loved them too. Something that I love about our fridge is that you open it and there's this little section in here for snacks. So if the kids want a snack, they can come grab an orange, or they can grab a cheese stick, or even put some of these vegetables in little bags so they can grab one of those. Once I started feeling better, I made a whole bunch of muffins and put them in the freezer so I could pull them out at different times, so that way it was just an easy breakfast for me too. And the kids eat them as snacks all the time. Are you gonna have one? Yeah. Another really good hack is to find a good hiding spot from your kids. This is my favorite one, on the stairs. Another thing I wanted to tell you guys is that grocery shopping was really hard for me. For about the past year, actually, I have done grocery pickup, and I know a lot of people know about it, but they just don't do it. But seriously, if you have morning sickness and you're so sick and walking into the grocery store with your 2 kids or 5 kids, or I don't know, you should totally try doing grocery pickup. I know Walmart has it for free, but I do mine at Kroger just because they have a little bit more selections of food, but also because the quality is a little bit better. Definitely do grocery pickup. It'll make the world of difference for you, I promise. Looks like my hiding spot didn't last very long. Hey, are you excited to have the baby?
No.
You're not?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are? Yeah. Are you gonna hold the baby?
Yeah.
Are you gonna kiss the baby?
No, that's gonna be serious.
You really? Okay, no kisses for Talmadge. We went out of town and stayed with family for the first 3 weeks of my pregnancy. And that was really fun, but also really hard because I just felt like crap. I felt like crap. And trying to do fun things with the family and also feeling like I was going to die was really hard. Then it gets better. When we got home, Braden left for 2 weeks on a work trip. So I was at home with the kids. We were dying. I could barely crawl out of bed. But these guys were so good. They really were. So anyways, while Braden was gone, grocery pickup was my saving grace. This girl right here was my helper though. She would bring me water when I would throw up. She would bring me water when I would throw up. She would get me tissues for my nose without asking. Every time I would throw up, she would say, "Mommy, you okay?" Can you say that?
Okay, Mommy. Okay, Mommy.
And then Talmadge was really helpful by helping Maya. If Maya needed help going downstairs, he would hold her hand. If she needed a baby out of her crib, he'd get it out for her. He'd get her fruit snacks. He'd share his apples. I'm really grateful for my kids. They've been champions. Okay, I'm just turning around another load of laundry. But another thing I wanted to say is that your whole family is going to sacrifice when you are pregnant. And I think that's something that you're going to realize, especially if you're really sick. But even if you're not, though, you still don't feel good. I don't think anyone feels super great during pregnancy. So that's a realization that I had to come to, that I am giving my children a new family member. And I think that's one of the greatest gifts you can give your kids, in my opinion. So it's gonna be hard. My kids are gonna watch a lot of TV. They're gonna eat some crappy food, but it's gonna be worth it because in 5 years, they're gonna be so glad they have another best friend to join their little crew. So we got the downstairs cleaned up. The kids are watching a show for a couple minutes before their quiet time. And I wanted to answer the questions that you guys asked about my pregnancy so far. And I already answered kind of some things that I've been doing to help manage while having 2 kids. But I forgot to mention that my father-in-law prescribed me this amazing stuff, and it's actually a nausea medicine that you don't have to swallow, because I know it was really hard for me in those months to swallow something. So it's actually this cream that you put on like the parts of your body where you have the most blood vessels, so like right here or right here, and it will soak into your bloodstream, and it just helps with your nausea a lot. It did make me extremely tired, but through those times when I was feeling so sick, it was kind of worth it. So I'll be sure to link the name of that down below. And let's jump into the rest of the questions. First one is, did I get a lot of cramps during the first trimester? I actually got tons of cramps, and for some reason during this pregnancy, since the beginning, I have just been so scared that I was going to miscarry. So I had tons of cramps, and I even spotted a little bit, which was super abnormal for me, but everything's healthy, everything's been fine. I think it's just because it's my 3rd pregnancy. Is my morning sickness going away now? And the answer to that is yes. I still kind of feel yucky during the day, so I actually do this concoction of magnesium and vitamin C. I've noticed my anxiety coming back in the last couple of weeks. But magnesium helps me with my anxiety, but it also helps things flow through me, just like vitamin C. And also with the vitamin C, it helps me to not get sick because your immune system is lower when you're pregnant. Do I prefer a midwife or a regular doctor? Right now I'm seeing a regular doctor, and like I said, my father-in-law is an OB and he helps me with a lot of different things. And I think they are so incredible and amazing and so smart, and they're so good at their jobs. So I really love doctors, and I don't see myself having a home birth anytime soon, but I would like to give birth naturally someday. I don't know if it's going to be this time or another time, but I think I would like to see a midwife or a doula intermingled with my OB or with my OB, because I think the OBs are so good at like knowing what to prescribe you and, you know, some preventative things to help make sure you're doing healthy and good things. But I also love the outlook of the midwife too, because it seems like they have a lot of natural remedies, which I'm really into. And if you guys are on my Instagram, you saw my Q&A with my mom, and she had 9 babies at home, and she always had a midwife, and her midwife was just really good at educating her on things she can do to take care of her body, and I really like that. I would really like a good mix of both really medical and then also natural in a way, if that makes sense. I don't know. How do I feel with this pregnancy compared to my other pregnancies? And I would say that this pregnancy has been harder in a lot of ways and easier in others. My kids distract me from feeling so terrible, but also keeping up with them is really hard. I do feel like I'm way more emotional, like things just run out of me. I find myself choking up about the weirdest things, because usually it is so hard to make me cry. I am just like a rock, and I cannot cry for some reason. So I'll be listening to Christmas music and I'll like start to tear up, or be the kids will say something and I'm like, oh, that's so cute. And this time I've been getting a ton of ligament pains, and Braxton Hicks contractions at 18 weeks is when they started. And I was really worried about that, but I guess it's normal. I just feel a lot more loosey this time. And so hopefully this baby will just slip right out of me. How many weeks were you when you found out that you were pregnant? I am 5.5 weeks. I was 3 weeks pregnant when I found out, which is crazy. Going back and doing the math of that, I was like, wow, that's insane. And I started feeling my symptoms super early on. I was really almost positive I was having twins. Thank goodness I'm not, because I think I would be put in the kooky house, because I would go crazy. All right, and that's pretty much all of the questions that people asked. If you guys have any other questions for me, leave them down below. I would love to answer them. I hope this video was informative in some way. Love you guys so much. Thanks for being so supportive, and we'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!